Every night in cities across America, there are people who do nothing but listen to police scanners and wait for word of murders and car crashes. And then they drive to the scene as fast as they can and they take video. Officially, these people are known as stringers. Unofficially, they've been called the paparazzi of pain. And they are now the subject of a major new Hollywood movie starring Jake Gyllenhaal. ABC's Byron Pitts takes us inside their world.
Hollywood's latest inspiration. Those horrific, high-speed, heart-stopping, caught-on-tape moments.
Will this be on television?
Morning news. If it bleeds, it leads.
In Nightcrawler, Jake Gyllenhaal plays the man behind the camera.
I'm Lou Bloom. I have some footage for sale.
A hungry freelancer who'll stop at nothing.
You gotta call the cops.
And we will, at the right time.
To make it big.
Who is Lou Bloom?
He's part of a generation of people who are looking for jobs in a world where jobs are redefining themselves. He's a thief, a sort of petty thief at the beginning of the movie. He runs across this accident scene and he sees these stringers, these guys who film accidents and crimes and stuff for the local news. And he finds his calling in an instant.
You have a good eye. I want you to contact me when you have something.
Something like this.
Think of our newscast as a screaming woman running down the street with her throat cut.
Caught on camera, a high-speed chase.
A pursuit suspect is in custody this morning.
That may be harsh satire, but we've all seen it. The chases, the crashes, the chaos.
It's a scene early this morning on the 400 block of North Myrtle Avenue.
And the just plain unexpected that bring in viewers. Nightcrawler dives into the psyche of this twisted world.
Why so dark, his character?
There's a special type of personality that can do this job. You have to love the night.
Or hate the sun.
Or hate the sun, yeah. I actually found myself really disappointed when the sun would come up as I was playing this character.
To become Lou Bloom, Gyllenhaal drew inspiration from one of Southern California's other nocturnal creatures.
Physically and emotionally, what did you do to prepare for this role?
I wanted him to look like a coyote. And in order to do that, I had to look hungry and be hungry.
He means that literally. Gyllenhaal lost nearly 30 pounds for the role by eating a diet of kale salads and going on long runs.
I would do this loop, this 10-mile loop, and I would picture myself as sort of a coyote, like I was running with my brethren or something after a while.
Gyllenhaal's pre-production research included heading out after dark with this man, Howard Racebrook.
I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love the breaking news.
He's a real-life Los Angeles Nightcrawler who for 15 years has been roaming these streets and selling his video. Gyllenhaal and director Dan Gilroy found Racebrook after the character was written, but they still got a dose of harsh reality.
The first thing he said was, "Do you guys want you want to wear the bulletproof vest or not?" Because he gets shot at a lot. And
that's sobering.
We were racing at 100 miles an hour, and we arrived at a car accident in which 3 young women had been ejected from a car, and it was a very horrible, bloody, violent scene. Howard, very professionally, got out his camera and filmed it and cut it together.
What was it thinking there? I didn't ask that to hear myself speak.
The sort of transformation that I went through to play this character is very different from many other roles that I played in the past. It was a physical one, it was a mental one, but more than anything, it just brought me into a world that was different than any role that I have ever played.
So we hit the streets with Racebrook to see what his adrenaline-packed nights are really about.
In your business, what's gold?
Gold is getting something like a crash on tape. We will go to minor crashes on the freeway, and sometimes we're there before the CHP manages to block the freeway, and we get cars piling into everything, and that's worth a bit of money.
Stringers like him can make a few hundred to thousands of dollars per night.
In the movie, Jake plays Lou. Are you Lou?
I'm Lou to a certain extent, without the felony aspects.
During downtime, Racebrook waits in a parking lot with easy access to the highway.
108th and Broadway, possible fatal crash. Multiple calls, we come in 3 calls, possible fatal crash. Come on. If it's a good crash and it's visual, that will definitely sell. This could be a good start to the night.
It's a job where good is relative.
So this is going to be a dump of the car and run. Come on. Move.
As Racebrook arrives, police are already on the scene.
Middle area. Everybody clear out. Another ambulance has just shown up now as well. And this is not exactly a safe area, so we want to be careful. Yeah, that's a brutal impact. I mean, I've seen a lot of crashes, but that is brutal. I just spoke to the fire department. They said that the guy was in full arrest. so it's not looking good.
There's a certain stoicism about his attitude. He says he's sometimes misunderstood.
You've been called Nightcrawlers, paparazzis of pain, video vultures. Any of those work for you?
None of them. None of them.
Give me the title you prefer.
I'm a stringer. I'm a news stringer.
Racebrook also served as the technical advisor on the film, helping, among other things, to translate the complicated language of the emergency scanners that contain hidden tips, if you know how to decipher them.
There are 25,000 channels on each scanner.
They have 10, 15 scanners. LAFD, LAPD, Inglewood PD, you know, they have every fire department.
211 is an armed robbery, 187 is a homicide. Okay, we've got an officer needs help. I don't know if it's an officer down or a backup, but he was screaming for help in 77th Division. Yeah, there's LAPD everywhere. I've never seen a police force get so many resources into one area so quickly.
I will never ask you to do anything that I wouldn't do myself.
In the movie's fictional, over-the-top plotline, Gyllenhaal doesn't hesitate to drag a body or violate all sorts of professional and legal codes.
I'm Detective Fanieri. I think you withheld information.
That would be a very unprofessional thing for me to do.
It would be murder.
How'd you feel about the way he crossed the line? Because in this movie, your character crosses the line more than a few times.
I think Lou Bloom's opinion of that is that he's an artist. My opinion is that I think all the things he says are right, but I think the things he does inevitably do cross that line.
The character in the movie clearly crosses the line. Do you ever cross the line?
No.
You hesitated.
There's a few laws we break. You know, we have to get to the scene of things quite fast. You know, we go over the speed limit sometimes. We are very, very safe though.
911, what's your emergency?
As the filming progressed, Gyllenhaal found himself identifying more and more with all the different shades of his character.
There were pieces of me that are in Lou. I would say a generation, I speak for myself, but I would say a generation's been raised with, which is sort of success at any cost. You know, that ambition is admired, but at the same time, I think it can be very easily misused.
We want all of it.
In Nightcrawler, success at any cost will make your palms sweat. For Nightline, I'm Byron Pitts in Los Angeles.
And Nightcrawler will be in theaters on Halloween.